Greetings friends, That Gaming Author here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel. In the last episode, we received our student council requests after having gone to bed and giving everyone in Class 7 their handbooks, and we also explored the world of fishing in that fishing pond back there, and it turned out to be a much larger challenge than anticipated. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to be going back to Thor's Military Academy, where we will not only get more acquainted with our fellow students, but we will also get a good start on our student council requests. So, let's go through our usual rounds, shall we? It's just a matter of going around the academy and talking to all the NPCs. Seems like it's a daunting task, but it's really not. I'm currently cleaning the auditorium. We've got a policy of keeping it locked up when no one's using it. But if you want to use it for some sort of club shindig, you just be sure to let us know. The auditorium is so big that it's a real nightmare to take care of, scouring every nook and cranny stuff on the old bones. But don't let that stop you if you want to use it for some club shebang. Club shebang? That was a weird pronunciation, whatever. But it sounds like the custodian's as busy as ever. Oh. Hey, buddy. That might prove interesting. Is he looking toward the stables? Maybe he's interested in horses. What are you staring at? Oh, sorry. That club may suffice. I have not yet made coffee, so I don't quite have my usual energy while recording. I'll probably be making coffee after this episode, though. Wow, this is the first time I've ever touched a horse. They're really amazing up close. It's so docile, but at the same time, I can feel how strong it is. I guess I'd be spending a lot of time with them if I ended up joining this club, huh? Maybe I'll give the test ride a shot at least. Taken a liking to this one, have you? All of our horses are of the highest caliber, having been born and bred in the Nord Highlands. What would you say to a test ride? Really? Well, I guess I could. The Nord Highlands are well known for as the ideal environment for raising horses. My trusty Whitcomb hails from there too. However, no horse, whether from the Highlands or elsewhere, can hold a candle to Whitcomb's speed. Okay, so he just says the same thing. I'm always just curious to see whether or not he does. Oh, what are you two doing here? Dearest Ferris, that lacrosse uniform truly suits you. Fear not! Your big-hearted brother will be cheering you on from here. Now show me your blazing passion, your merciless icy focus. Show your foes true elegance as you crush them underfoot. Oh, Ferris, seeing you take this first step on yet another path of glory fills me with joy. I wish I could offer you a gift, but I have naught but this wink of encouragement. Alright then. Master Vincent seems overjoyed by Lady Ferris's decision to join the Academy's lacrosse club. As a servant of the Florald family, I have every intention of cheering her on from the shadows. Lady Ferris's decision to join the lacrosse club pleases me. My years of experience, unfortunately, tells me that Master Vincent will prepare a celebration that will backfire on him. Sounds about right. Right, we're gonna start by showing you the basics. No worries, none of it's gonna be too difficult. Yet. Don't use that as an excuse to doze off, though, because you'll be doing it right after. Right, we're going to start by showing you the basics. Okay, you better pay close attention, because you'll be trying them as soon as our demonstration's over. I can't English. Apparently coffee is my key to talking. I see Emily is feeling enthusiastic about our new members. Last year, we were in the same position as they are now. It's rather nostalgic, to be perfectly honest. We were the ones being coached last year, but this year we're the ones doing the coaching. Hopefully it won't be too tough to get into the swing of things. Being bested by a commoner is quite simply not an option. As the daughter of the Florald family, it is my duty to put Elisa in her place. I am no stranger to lacrosse, having played it back home. Thus there is absolutely no way that Elisa could best me. I get the feeling that this Ferris girl isn't exactly fond of me. Hopefully it's just my imagination. I've got practice to focus on anyway. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? It seems like it's going to be a while before she's ready to forgive me. Thought I might as well try. I thought I pressed the wrong button, but it turned out to be the right button, but I thought it was the wrong button and pressed the wrong button anyway. Alright, hang on. Okay, we can hang out with her, but let's just remember not to talk to her yet. I don't want to do any of the side conversations quite yet. My old friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little visit. It seems really busy right now, though. I wouldn't want to interrupt. Maybe I'll stop by some other time. Alan and I have been friends since we attended Sunday school. I don't want to bug him while he's busy, though, so maybe I'll stop by again some other time. Oh, let's see what's going on. Oh, here we go. Loggins, why are we wasting our time practicing the basics when we could pick up where we left off yesterday? Surely I'm not the only one who feels our draw was unsatisfactory. Shut it. Your first year you do the basics. No two ways about it. And here I thought you were such a hothead that you jump at the chance. Oh well, I suppose defeating you so hastily would spoil the fun, so I'll let you off for now. Uppity little shit. Yesterday's match ended in a draw, but I think I have a grasp on everyone's general skill levels here. This club should serve as an adequate way to pass the time until I graduate at least. Damn it, I wish I'd let my guard down yesterday. If I'd gone all out, I would have won and this little brat wouldn't be acting like he's better than me. Yeah, do you have another thing to say? Okay. Again, always gotta check. It sounds basic, but relaxing your body and staring your opponent down could save your life. They're not particularly glamorous, but good fundamentals can save you from embarrassing accidents down the line. Got it? Yes, ma'am. You can already see the sparks flying between those two. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of explosions those sparks will set off. And, of course, Patrick isn't just a noble, he's skilled with a sword. Are nobles really that much better than us? Alan, if you lose focus with a sword in your hand, you're liable to have one run through you. Right, sorry. I sometimes forget that Friedel's the captain of this club. She's good at explaining stuff, but she doesn't seem all that strong. She's more like a manager or something. I mean, she seems pretty chill at her job, I'd say. We've got ourselves a great group of first years this year. Casper seems like he's really into learning. And then there's Laura, who I don't even need to teach at all. Okay. Oh, this is the stuff that makes being club captain so worth it. Oh, well, that's good. I grew up by the ocean, so yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty good swimmer. That said, I joined this club to get even better. Which reminds me, I wonder if Laura wouldn't mind teaching me some stuff. She's a noble though, isn't she? Do you think she'd mind if I just asked her for help? I don't think so. She seems nice. I was gonna ask Laura to give me a few pointers, but she's a noble, right? Am I allowed to just ask her like that? Only one way to find out. Whoa, look how cool that second year with the blue hair is. I've been checking out the different sports clubs, but I think this one might just be the one for me. Maybe if I join, I'll be able to get as confident and strong as she is. Is she confusing Laura for a second year? If I join this club, maybe I can be as... Okay. Right, I'm doing it. And Laura will come talk to you later, don't worry. Right now, I just want to explore the school and not have to worry about doing the optional conversations quite yet. Hang on, does Fee count as one? Okay, she doesn't. So we can talk to her without triggering something. The shade here is nice. Might be good for napping. This place might be good for napping. I like it. Okay. Jeez, why are there sirens everywhere? There never usually are around this part of town. Why, hello, little worm. What brings you here? You're not planning on snacking on these plants, are you? They're growing up nicely, so I'm afraid you'll have to dine somewhere else. Did she just grab that with her bare hands? Back into the ground you go, little worm. And now she's burying it. She seems cool. Oh hey, you didn't waste much time stopping by, did you? Once you're hooked on fishing, come see me. You've got the points, I've got the cool stuff. We'll make some trades. I set up my line, but then a wave of tiredness just washed over me. Oh well, I guess there's no harm in relaxing on a free day. Yeah, just chill, man. You don't have to do things all the time. And then we don't want to go in the engineering building yet, so we'll go ahead and pass that by. Let's head to the student union building since we're on the way. Oh, the shop's open today. The principal told me you'll be investigating the old schoolhouse. Make sure you're well equipped before you head in there. I've got weapons, armor, medical supplies, anything you'd expect out of an academy store. You can never be too well prepared, especially with all the monsters lurking around inside the old schoolhouse. Make sure you've got everything you need. Alright, we will. And like you said, you can get weapons and armor here. Although it looks like we have the best weapons and armor we can equip right now. You can also get a bunch of healing items. And the Imperial Chronicle Issue 1. Budget and military expansion plus plans were unveiled. How will both chambers react to the Chancellor's plans? We have 100 Mira, we can afford that. Let's go ahead and give that a look, actually. Politics. Annual budget announced. The government today held a press conference to reveal its annual budget to the nation. At the same time, new plans to expand the military were announced, including the strengthening of the armored divisions, reaffirming earlier statements made by Chancellor Osborne. While the neighboring Calvard Republic continuing to expand its own armored forces, this seems an appropriate reaction and the duty of a great nation such as ours. Staff Writer. Reactions of the Imperial Diet. Both the House of Representatives and the House of Peers met to debate the budget in Heimdall. The House of Representatives voted unanimously in favor of the budget and military expansion plan, but the House of Peers remained fiercely critical of both proposals throughout the debates. I pray that His Majesty decides in the best interests of this nation. House of Peers President. However, with His Majesty leaving decisions regarding the budget in the hands of the Chancellor, it seems unlikely that it will be overturned. Imperial Governor Regnitz speaks. In response to an Imperial Chronicle reporter outside City Hall, Governor Regnitz had this to say about the budget debate. The proposals have my full approval. Much has been made of the military aspects, but taken as a whole, I feel the budget is remarkably well balanced. It seems apparent to me that His Excellency has a clear vision for how to proceed in modernizing this country. Governor Regnitz. Society, the Imperial Transportation Act. It has been a year since the Imperial Transportation Act was enacted in Heimdall. The law was drafted with the expectation that the number of orbital cars in the city would continue to increase, but how have our dear readers reacted to the bill? We have found that the majority seem to be in favor of the new law, though some have argued that giving the cars of commoners regard equal to that of the nobility makes little sense. See our Hall PR representative who supported the law. The Imperial government maintains that this law has been successful in reducing the number of motoring accidents and aims to eventually introduce it in the rest of the country. Culture. Keldic Grand Market. The eastern town of Keldic is best known for the Grand Market, which is held regularly throughout the year. This year's spring market is bustling as usual and has attracted large numbers of tourists and merchants. But what is it that makes the market so lively? Because the town is located on a trade route that has long been vital to this nation, is the opinion of Otto, the market manager. He believes that Keldic's position as an interchange station, where passengers can transfer from the Transcontinental Railroad to national lines, makes it easily accessible for visitors from both outside and inside the country. Whatever the reason, the market's popularity is showing no signs of letting up. Spotlight, welcome to the RF store. Our goal is to deliver the latest Reinford Group products. We're your one-stop orbital technology shop. Alright, there we go. We read the paper, and that is our first side quest, which we will handle in a little bit. It seems a lot of this Academy's decisions are made by a few directors behind the scenes. I've heard they're all very important people, but I've never had the chance to meet any of them myself. Next time they visit the Academy, I'd love them to try some of my husband's cooking. I wonder what the directors of this Academy are like. No matter what they're like, I'm sure they'd love my husband's cooking. Aw, probably. Seems like your husband's a good cook. A lot of people think their free days are for relaxing, but it's easy to end up using more energy than you normally would. Make sure you eat something that'll keep you going throughout the day. Oh, thanks for the advice. Okay, so he just says the same thing. I just had to check. You know what, while we're on this floor, let's go ahead and accept this side quest. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the student council. Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from class 7. Did you join the student council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The student council president told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere that I could think of this morning, but there's no sign of it. So, does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see. So that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and accept. Sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished for the day yesterday when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see. That narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right. So there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this seems to be to split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. And the rooftop's out because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is, then. So, do you think I should start with the classrooms? No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go into any of the others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the Student Union and keep up your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Alright, a noteworthy loss. Haha. Funny joke. This game has a habit of making really dumb puns out of their quest titles. I like it. Oh, hello. Dorothy seems like such a passionate person. Writing novels and short stories together would be a lot of fun too. Maybe this really is the club for me. Okay. The club sounds like it might be an enjoyable time, so maybe I should join. Based on what I've seen, she's very well educated and has a real way with words. I'm sure we'll enjoy our time together in this club. Now I just need to drag her into the wonderful world of passionate young men. So, Emma, what kind of books do you like? How about books about hot, passionate friendships between beautiful boys? What does this have to do with literature? Dorothy knows what she likes, and she embraces it wholeheartedly. I admire that. The chess club has always been the chess club has always been kind of a hangout spot for the upper class students. As you might expect, they're not exactly friendly if you don't have the pedigree they do. People wanted to play, but they were sick of the nobles' snobbishness. But each time we got crushed by the nobles, more of our members left. So now the club is just me. I just can't win against the upper class students. I guess there's nothing I can do about it now but sit back, relax, and hope some savior shows up and turns things around. Man, yeah, I'll be rooting for you, buddy. And Kenneth's out, so that room's unused. Photography club. Oh hey, there are people in here this time. So before we start, I have one important question for you. What kind of pictures do you want to take here, Rex? Pictures of cute girls, of course. Weird space and then a question mark. Like, I want to spend my summers snapping perfect pics of swimsuit-clad babes. What more could a guy ask for? I fear for this club's future. Understandably so, good sir. I guess this counts as being passionate about photography. Technically. It doesn't exactly put me at ease, though. If I'm gonna be taking pics at all, I want them to be of girls, you know what I'm saying? I guess, but I'm not exactly supportive of your decision, good sir. Hello. Hello, Reen. Did you have a chance to look over the requests I sent to your dorm? I did. I'm in the middle of doing them right now. Hopefully this will take some of the weight off your shoulders. It's a really big help. We get so many of them that there's no way we can handle them all on our own. Might be tough, but good luck. We receive a lot of those requests nearly every day. I'm really glad that you offered to help us out. We really needed that. I know for a fact that it's a lot of hard work, but good luck. Aw, well thank you. We'll try. Okay, so we have one more place to go ahead and look. Oh yeah, also I don't think I've shown you guys what's up here, but it's all red carpet. The nobility. Noble exclusive salon, no lower class students allowed. Because that's a thing in the freaking Erebonian Empire, and I hate it. I'm a very... I mean... Like, I guess I'm a passionate person when it comes to certain topics. And this game kind of brings that out of me. I'm not quite like Machias, like I'm not going to say, oh, all nobles are the worst. Because, I mean, they're not. You meet a lot of really nice nobles in this game, but just, I have opinions. I've been looking through a list of who has books on loan from the library today. Lo and behold, there are an upsettingly high number of overdue books out at the moment. And the award for the highest number of overdue books goes to our favorite second year, of course. You'd think he'd have learned by now. He'll be getting quite nearful the next time he steps into this library. While the Academy is rather famous, it doesn't cater to the wealthy alone. We have students from all walks of life. Unfortunately, it seems our friend from Class 5 still needs some education when it comes to library due dates, however. Friend from Class 5, huh? I wonder who she means. Oh, are you here to read too? There's nothing like spending a free day curled up with a good book. But try and keep it down if that's your plan. You wouldn't want to disturb anyone else. Okay, so he just says the same thing. I guess I always forget that the NPCs with the generic names instead of unique names often don't usually have new things to say. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy studying? Leave me be. Alright. So, we have a quest to do. Oh wait, I forgot, we haven't gone to the school to talk to people yet. I was over here assuming that we'd already done that, but apparently not. On our way to the school, I'm going to drink some water, though, because I forgot how tiring it can be to read a bunch of dialogue. There we go. Ooh, that feels much better. Today's your very first Thor's free day. There are no classes, and your plans for the day are completely up to you. I believe that days like these strengthen our Academy's connections with Trista. The Academy's strong connection with Trista is largely due to our free days. The fact that Trista citizens send requests to our student council is proof of this. Yeah, I'll say. Trista and Thor's probably have quite a strong relationship. Free days were originally conceived as a training exercise of sorts to develop each student's judgment and individuality. We instructors want to see you develop your abilities to weigh your options and make wise decisions of your own accord. Be sure you don't relax too much, though. Letting yourself get soft is basically asking for an injury. I'm worried some students are letting their free days make them soft. The last thing you want to do is get yourself hurt and ruin your next chance to go out on the town. And that is a very good point. Here's your permission slip. I'm really sorry I made you wait so long. Oh, it's no problem at all. I'll be making my way to the church now. Take care. First, Becky asks me if she can work part-time, and now Rosine asks me for permission to do volunteer work. Students these days have such bright futures ahead of them, don't they? Don't they? Such ambition! I'm almost envious. Okay, I was just curious. I decided to spend my free days doing volunteer work at the church in town. I wish to become a sister after all. This is an ideal opportunity for me. Okay, there are a couple people in here. My niece Mint told me she'd stop by and say hi, so I've just been sitting here waiting for her. Oh yeah, did I mention she was supposed to be here an hour ago? She's probably lost again. How can one family have so many directionally challenged members? Guess I'll head to the roof for a smoke. If you can find the roof. What? She even has the gall to spend her free days lazing away. I tell her over and over and over again, yet she never learns. Does she even have the slightest idea of what it means to be an instructor? He's not exactly Instructor Sarah's biggest fan, is he? Though I do kind of see his point. She even has the gall to spend her free days lazing away. Okay, he literally says the same. Oh! Did they just not change his dialogue at all? Okay. That's fine. Let's see, okay, that's the principal's office. We don't want to go in there yet, because that's related to a side quest. I don't think there are really many places to go on this side. Oh yeah, the custodian's room. Oh. Hello, Mint. Huh? Now where am I? Where on earth is that faculty lounge supposed to be? I can't find it anywhere. Now I'm gonna be late, my uncle's gonna be mad. I mean, assuming I ever find him. My uncle always says, Mint, you couldn't find your way out of a paper bag if I drew you a map. So how does he expect me to meet him at some faculty lounge I've never even been to? Oh, goodness. Their family is certainly something, that's for sure. I don't think there's anyone in class 7, so... Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go, music room. We've had 3 new students join the Wind Orchestra this year. The new additions should keep things lively, I think. I hope this club serves as a platform that allows them to boost themselves and their musical abilities to new heights. Music is a beautiful art that gives people the freedom to truly express themselves. I hope this club serves as a platform that allows them to boost themselves and their musical abilities to new heights. We're setting up some instruments for the new members to use. Oh, that reminds me, Elliot actually brought his own violin. I wonder if he's any good at playing it, though. I wonder how much violin experience Elliot has. It'd be great if we could help each other improve. Oh, I'm sure you guys can. Learning alongside people makes a huge difference. I'm very glad that Margarita ended up joining the club. Although I must admit, I was a bit taken aback when she first barged her way in here and ate all our food. Even so, there's no greater compliment than seeing someone take an interest in something you're passionate about. Oh, Margarita, try not to put too much of that strange chemical into the dish. You wouldn't want whatever it is to spoil the flavor of the dish, would you? That's a little weird. What are you doing? Learning to cook is really the best way to transform a lovely young lady like myself into bride material. If I work hard, I'm sure that this will be my chance to nab myself a hunky husband. None of the boys will be able to resist. At least not after I slip them a few drops of my special margarita blend. Yeah. What exactly does that blend contain? Just thought I'd ask some important questions here. I think it might be good to try and give this painting a bit more depth. What do you think, Clara? Whatever. This should really help me improve. Thanks, Lynn. He looked a little intimidating at first, but Gaius is really nice. But why am I the one teaching him? I'm not exactly some master artist. Because your actual teacher doesn't want anything to do with you guys. It seems like Lynn's been fond of painting since she was young, which led her to learning more about it. We're both new to the club though, so I hope we get along. That reminds me, I hear you've decided to help the student council out. Just let me know if you ever need any of my help with that. But thanks, Gaius. I'm glad to know you've got my back. There really are a lot of interesting folks here in the Empire. Take Clara, for instance. I hope I don't stick out too much here. Alright, you weirdo. Free days are the best time to be at the academy. It's just you, your art, and the silence. Everyone is either out in town or doing something with their club. They should be gone more often. If only every day were a free day, I'd be able to get far more work done. Well, she's certainly unique. I'm glad the new members don't need me to hold their hands. If every day were a free day, I wouldn't have a thing to worry about. Fair enough. And I don't think we can go in there, so let's just go on and head over to the roof and see if there's anyone to talk to up there. Hello? No on this side. No on this side either. Alright. So, we have a side quest objective in this very building. So if we look at one of these tables... Or is this the right one? Or is it one of the... Oh, there it is. That should be it. But I should check the inside just to be sure. Rain picked up the student notebook and checked the identification field. Unless there's another identical Colette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Alright, instead of just walking all the way there, let's just fast travel. Because that's a thing in this game. I never use it, but I figure it'll be convenient for this Let's Play. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is your notebook. Why don't you check it just to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry. I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It was on one of those, just sitting there. The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets, usually. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pants pockets too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We got those? Well, I don't know if it's the girls' jacket. I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right! I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. This should solve all my pocket problems. Happy to have been of service. You've really been a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks? Oh. An accessory? Oh, hold on, I couldn't possibly... Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but I ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure. Thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Rain. And with that, our side quest is complete. Thank you so much for finding it for me. Ooh, her hair's kinda phasing through her face a little bit there. Now that that's off my mind, I just realized how hungry I was. Guess it's time for some sweets. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and check out that accessory we just got. Oh, we actually have two, so... Silver Chain, that increases defense by 10, and prevents poison. And this just prevents sleep. I don't know if we'll be fighting enemies that can inflict sleep coming up, but it's nice to have anyway. So, with that being the case, we're not quite done yet. There's one more thing I would like to go ahead and do first. Let's head back to Trista, and head to the Class 7 dormitory. I figure it's about time we hang out with someone. And we have 3 bonding points, so why not hang out with everyone? I always go the wrong way when I do this. Alright, Elliot, we talked to you last time. Let's go ahead and see what you're doing. Or see if we can help you out. Let me drink water first. Okay, so I think... Yeah, this is all dialogue we've already seen. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and give him a hand. You look like you'd use a hand. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Reen and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Whew, well, we're done with about half of them now. I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister is way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you've got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Elliot took a worn-looking piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? Looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? And then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of a military academy. Weird, really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. Rena and Elliot returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with the strength of their combined efforts. And our bond has increased. So we already have Link level 4 because this is a New Game Plus, but we'll still be doing all these conversations anyway. Thanks, Reen. Everything's nice and tidy now. I'll let you hear that piece next time I get the chance. I'll look forward to it. Did you say anything different? Okay. So, that's going to be enough for this episode. Next time on Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel, we're going to hang out with someone else and start taking care of our next quest. I will see you guys then. Gotta sing from my diaphragm. Gotta speak from my diaphragm. Gotta speak from my diaphragm, or else my throat will be shot to shit.